Hi gamers, how are you? Welcome to my channel, and welcome to another Commodore Amiga video. This time I'm going to talk, as you may notice by the title, about games that I love, but for some reason I never been able to finish. I love the Commodore Amiga. It is very good for me to talk about it and help to keep this system and this community alive and healthy. But now, before you start, don't forget to like and to subscribe to also help the channel. And let's start with Gym Power. This one I played in the Amiga and in the Super Famicom, and I was never been able to finish none of them. Personally, I didn't like the Super Famicom version. I hated the 3D top viewer levels. The gameplay on those levels were very bad, and I also didn't like our character design. In the Amiga port, this game and our character are much better and much cooler. Don't get me wrong, I love the Super Famicom. It is my second favorite console after the Sega Genesis, but this version of this game, it wasn't for me. About the Amiga port, I wanted to play this game because it reminded me of the first Turrican, and the music was also made by the master, Whistlesback. And this game have so much things in common with the first Turrican. We can also, for example, play as horizontal shooter. I didn't finish this game when I was a kid because of the platform parts, and contrary to Turrican, our character dies with a single hit or fall. A friend of mine finished this game almost every week, and to this day I don't know if he was very good at the game or I was very bad. Apidya, another great game that I never finished. I don't know why, but I'm really bad playing shooters, and after fighting games and platform, it is my favorite type of video games. I love the Apidya, and I also love R-Type in the arcades, Darius and Lords of Thunder in the TurboGrafx, Poolstar and Blazing Star in the Neo Geo, among others, and I suck playing these games. Talking about Apidya, this is without a doubt one of the best. And again, the music in this game was made by the master Whistlesback, and in my opinion, this is one of his best works. This game has 5 worlds, and I remember the farthest I go was the third one. Agony. Agony is also like Apidya, a horizontal scrutiny shooter, and neither of me or my friends finished this game. If you only talk about the graphics, this is one of my favorite Amiga games. The music is also outstanding, the soundtrack is dark and remind me of the medieval times. The reason I didn't finish was not because I'm really bad playing shooters, but also because I remember at the time me and my friends had so many Commodore Amiga's games to play that we chose to play another. Moonstone. This game makes Mortal Kombat look like a game made for babies. All the enemies have a fatality and almost all of them are brutal. I was very good playing this game because I played almost every day. But the reason I didn't finish this game was because when I reached the lair where the final boss is, my copy of the game had an error and the game froze. The funny thing is that me and my friends love this game so much that we keep playing, even knowing that the game was impossible to finish because of that copy error. Smash TV. This is one of the 16-bit era games with better gameplay. This is a true arcade game, simple and fun. I didn't finish this game for 2 reasons. The first and most obvious, this game was very hard. And second, me and my friends at the time were completely addicted playing Chaos Engine, and we finished that game almost every week. Space Crusade. This one is my second favorite Amiga game after Turrican 2, and I finished countless times, all missions. But I never really finished the game, because this game have a DLC disc with more missions, named Vol Voyage Beyond. Just like Moonstone that I mentioned before, I never been able to play this mission. I can't find the ROMs online, and the few that I find, it doesn't work in my emulator, so I only saw these extra missions in the YouTube videos. This is probably my saddest story about my beloved Amiga, because I can't complete and finish my second favorite game in this season. So that's it, gamers. Like always, I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope to see you in the next one. Don't forget to keep the Amiga community alive and game a lot.